Hello everybody, I am Sudhanshu and today I am going to make methi theplas, which is part of my breakfast challenge for food and nutrition course. Uh, First of all, methi thepla is a wheat flatbread which is made by wheat dough, but the addition is that you add fenugreek leaves, which you call methi in Hindi, and some other spices to make it more flavorful and delicious. So in this video, I will be demonstrating how you make these methi theplas in a really easy way. So first of all, what we do is that we take fenugreek leaves, and then we have a strainer here. So what we do is that we take the leaves and drain them well underwater so that we wash them and all the soil and other bacteria we get rid of them. Um, so yeah, and this is our first step. Step 2. In the step 2, what we are doing is we are cutting the fenugreek leaf in order to put them in the dough. So what we are doing is that I have my knife, I have my fenugreek leaves, I have my chopper. So I'm just taking these right on my chopper, and one of the safety rules applying those of cutting them safely and just making them together and doing a low cut. So yep, and you use the back side to get them together. So this was the second step, cutting the fenugreek leaves. Now that I'm done cutting the fenugreek leaves, I'm going to move on the step 3 because I and my family are so hungry and I'm too excited. But before the third step, what we have to do is a safety rule, that is, we have to wash our hands. So, washing your hands will keep the food hygienic, and washing the hands neatly will make it taste better. So just following all the guidelines and using your wrist and washing them, and again using your wrist. Now that we have washed our hands thoroughly, next step is to make the dough, for which I've got all the ingredients right here. So right now we'll start making the dough. So for the dough, what we need first is the wheat. So wheat flour, these are the measuring cups. So what we do is we take the wheat flour, yes. Now the next ingredient is besan, and we need 3 tablespoons of besan, which is gram flour. Yes, 3 tablespoons of gram flour. Afterwards, we are adding 1.5 cup of methi, that's fenugreek leaves. So we have the measuring cups right here. We are putting those in. So this is 1 cup and the half cup here. Yes, so really accurate. Neatly. Next thing is the ginger paste. So ginger and chili we have added together and we have made a paste, and we have to add those 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon of that paste we are taking. That's 1 teaspoon and adding it, and I would add one more half of teaspoon because I like more spicy. So add it, and this is it. Afterwards we are adding garam masala, which is a type of spice half teaspoon. So half a teaspoon of garam masala. So this is garam masala. This is what we are adding, and we are adding turmeric powder, which is right here. Turmeric powder is also half a teaspoon. So half a teaspoon, add it in. I should have sprayed it, but it's okay. And now we are adding salt. Is half a teaspoon salt again. Teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. So this is red chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of it. Yes. And the lastest thing is 1/4 cup of yogurt. So we have got Astro Original, and now that we have added all the ingredients, we are going to mix the mixture so that the moisture present in the fenugreek leaves and the yogurt will be sucked by all the products and ingredients, and afterwards, as per the need, we will add water so that it will be a good dough. So I have tried to mix the dough, and as per my mom, as she is a specialist, she has told me that it is good to go for water. So water we just have right here, so we will add water as second. And after a bunch of time spending on making the dough, we are almost done. But the thing is that we have to add some oil in it. There is 1 tablespoon oil. So okay, so now that the dough is made, what we have to do is that make it rest, so it turns out way much softer than what it is right now. And meanwhile, I'll just wash my hands. Okay, so now that we I have washed my hands. It seems that 20 minutes have passed away and the resting time is over. It seems pretty different and less sticky and smooth. So I guess it is turning out really good. The next step is that we are dividing this dough into 9 to 10 small pieces so that we can roll it by the use of a rolling pin and then cook it and enjoy. Now we are just dividing it into 8 to 9 as mentioned previously. This is no. These are all the divided dough pieces. Now that we are done dividing all the dough, what we are doing is that we are turning on the stove so that our pan could preheat. I guess it is high. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, and what we do is we turn on the vent fan, and I don't really need the light, and this is also one of the safety measures that you have to take. You have to be careful while I am cooking and I'm dealing with stove and heat, etc. Yes, and now let us move on the next side of rolling the dough pieces. Now, the main point is that even though this is not a perfect circle, the thickness, which is mostly important, is same at all the sides. So, indirectly, our thepla is ready to get cooked. Now that we will lift it and keep it on the hot pan. Now that we see some sides of it are getting fluffed, so we know that it is getting cooked, if you see. So what we have to do is flip it over, and if you see, it is getting cooked really good. What we have to do, we have to press it from all the sides so it gets cooked evenly. And now that it has got cooked really well, we are going to drizzle some oil on it so that it gets more flavorful. And it gets cooked nicely too. This is also one of the safety rules which I have to take care about, because if the oil doesn't get spread good enough, it is not going to get cooked neatly. So if you see that our thepla has got cooked really well, and I've got orders to take it out and we keep it. Now we have done the first one, but the job is not over yet. We still have 7 to do, so I'll just go keep on my work. Now that I am done doing all the theplas, I have served it to myself with some of the appetizers. As to introduce them shortly, this is mango pickle, and this is a tomato chutney which is homemade. As a part of grab and go, we can use aluminium foil so that we could take it to school, to workplace, or even to have lunches in parks or gardens. And just wait until your lunchtime in whatever place. Though we are done with making and eating theplas and enjoying them, still there's one more thing which has to be done, that is cleaning, which is as important as making an. After cleaning the stove top, second cleanup task is to wash all the utensils which we have used. As you can see, there's a big pile, and I think that it is going to take a while. So, yes, after a lot of time, lot of hard work, I am done the cleaning part, which was one of the most crucial of all the things. And since I'm done all the cleaning part, I believe that I am done the breakfast challenge, and it was so joyful. I was so enthusiastic about it, and I guess it turned out really well. At last, thank you to my mom, especially, who helped me every minute in this whole course of 1.5 almost period, and all my teachers, my teacher Miss Polizos, who might be seeing this video, all of my friends if they're watching this, yeah, and I guess have a good one. Thank you.